Awesome. Okay, so welcome so much to this session once again. In my last video, I was talking about, I gave you an assignment on how to write the chemical symbols of the following. That was number A, carbon, then number B was calcium, then number C was chlorine, and then number D was cobalt, then number E was chromium, then number F was copper. I hope you got the correct answer because I gave you enough time. So the answers to these chemical symbols for these elements, the first one, you take the first letter, that is C. So carbon has a chemical symbol of C. Then calcium is Ca. And then chlorine, you take the first and the third, so that is Cl. And then we have cobalt, the first and the second, Co. I told you, ensure that the second letter is not a capital letter. And then chromium is Cr. And then copper, you take from the Latin name, which is called cuprum. Cuprum, where we say now you take the first two letters, that is Cu. So I hope you got the answer. But even if you did not get the answer, keep it here. We are going to learn more. So if you realize in this example I gave you, all of them are starting with the C. So you cannot give all of them the same chemical symbol because each element must have its own chemical symbol. And so that's where you need to do a lot of practice. We have some other elements that also start with the same letters. For example, silicon. Silicon, we have sulfur, we have sodium, we have sulfur. Can you give me? Sorry, it is not sulfur, it is silver. So you notice that all of them are starting with the same letter, that is SS. But they don't have the same chemical symbol. For silicon, it is Si. For sulfur, is S. For sodium, we took from the Latin name, natrium, so Na. And then silver, we take the first two letters, that is Silver, we take from the Latin name called argentum. Argentum, that is A and G. A and G. So those are the chemical symbols. So you need to do a lot of practice. We still have even those chemical symbols that start with the same letters. For example, you may have, we have N, we have Na, we have Ni, we have Ne. You see all of them are starting with N, but they don't have the same name. This one is nitrogen, the chemical symbol for nitrogen. This one is sodium, and then this one is nickel, and then this one is neon. So this is where you need to do a lot of practice. At your free time, you'll also do this. Those ones that start with B. Let me give you some. We have B, and then we have another one, BA, then we have another one, BE, then we have BR, then we have BI. What do you think is the answer? All of them are starting with the same letters. I hope you got the answer. As boron, the first one. The second one is barium. And then the third one is beryllium. And then this one is bromine. And then this one is bismuth. You see, all of them are starting with the same. So you need to do a lot of practice on that. Okay, in this session I wanted to briefly talk about the first 20 elements. The first 20 elements of the periodic table. I'm not going to explain about the periodic table today. In my next video, I'll be talking about the periodic table in detail. But today I just want us to, how do you memorize the first 20 elements? the first 20 elements of the periodic table. Because we are still on chemical symbols, I want us to know how to memorize the first 20 elements, and then after that we'll be able to know how to write now the chemical symbols. I'll give you a very simple mnemonic. We call it mnemonic. That can help you to remember those chemical symbols, the first 20 elements. I'll give you the first stanza. Stanza 1. Stanza 1. E. Hi. Hello. That's stanza 1. Hi, hello. Little. This brother came now only from New York. That is the first stanza. Hi, hello, little this brother came now only from New York. Now, stanza 2. Stanza 2, to help us memorize, is that naughty. Naughty, that is naughty. Maggie, naughty Maggie, always sing popular songs around kitchens, cabinet. Is that it? Very simple, very simple. Naughty, you know, someone who is naughty. Naughty Maggie always sing popular songs around kitchens, cabinet. Now from there you can see, we can be able to extract now our first 20 elements, the chemical symbols of our first 20 elements. The first one is hydrogen. We take the first letter. Then hello, that is helium. Then we have little, that is lithium. Then we have Betty, that is beryllium, Be. Then we have B, brother, that is a boron. Then we have carbon. Then we have nitrogen. We have oxygen. We have fluorine. We have neon. And then we have sodium. We have magnesium, Mg. And then we have aluminium, Al. Then we have silicon, Si. Then we have P, that is phosphorus. Then we have sulfur. Then we have argon. Then we have potassium. And then we have calcium. So those are the first 20 elements. And you can see the chemical symbols of each one of them. So that one is very important. It's good to memorize, to have that mnemonic, because at times when you are in an exam, you can easily forget to remember all the first 20 elements. So it's very important to be able to have such a mnemonic like this. But I also advise students that it's also important